नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैतगदाधर श्री गौरभक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैतगदाधर श्री गौरभक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I express all my gratitude and make many praises to Srila Prabhupada for having given us the golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All glory to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radharani and Lord Gopinath. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Hare Krishna. We are doing the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the third chapter. Suta Maharishi replied to the questions raised by the sages at Naimisaranya in the first chapter, started replying from the second chapter onwards. In the third chapter, he is giving the tales of Krishna is the source of all incarnations. Krishna has incarnated many thousands and thousands of times, and in thousands of his incarnations, he is the only source of his all incarnations. In the earlier 29 verses till now, it has been described about the various incarnations of Supreme Lord like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Naranarayana, Parashurama, Vamana, Hamsavatara, Hagavata and so on. And even it was told about the Kalki Bhagwan incarnation to be incarnated at the end of this Kali Yuga, beginning of the Satya Yuga, in the place of Gujarat at Shambhala village in the Vishnuyasa family. Now we are in the 30th verse. Please repeat the verse with me 3 times. I shall give the details to you. Etad rupam bhagavato hi arupasya chit atmanaha maya gunai viratitam mahadadabhe dhimani atmani etad rupam bhagavato hi arupasya chit atmanaha maya gunai virachitam mahadadabhik atmani etad rupam bhagavato hi arupasya chit atmanaha maya gunai virachitam mahadadabhik atmani. Etadrupam bhagavato hi arupasya chit atmanaha maya gunai virachitam mahadadabhik atmani. The word to word meaning of this verse. Etad, all these. आपका मोबाइल है कि प्लीज स्टॉप मोबाइल. Etat, all these Rupam, forms, Bhagavataha, of the Lord, He certainly, Arupasya, one has no material form, Chit Atmanaha, of the transcendence, Maya, the material energy, Gunai, by the qualities, Virachitam, manufactured, Mad Adibihi, with the ingredients of matter, Atmani, in the self. The conception of Virata, the universal form of Lord, as appearing in the material world, is imaginary. It is to enable the less intelligent and neophytes to adjust to the idea of Lord's having that form. But factually, the Lord has no material form. The form what we possess, it is a materialistic form. God has no such materialistic form. He is Sarvavyapi, He is prevailing all over. It is His Virat Swarupa. We are all part and parcel of His Virat Swarupa. It is only for the less intelligence and neophytes to adjust to the idea of the Lord's having the form. But actually the Lord has no such materialistic form. The conception of the Lord known as Vishwarupa or the Virat Rupa is particularly not mentioned along with the various incarnations of the Lord, because it is not an incarnation. All the incarnations of the Lord mentioned above or transcendental, and there is no such a tinge of materialization in their bodies. Whatever incarnation Supreme Lord has taken, it is out of His will He has taken and for a purpose or a reason to fulfill that action. But whereas Virat Swarupa is not an incarnation, there is no difference between the body and self as there is in the conditioned soul. See, in our body, every day there is a change, every second to second there is a change. When we are born, we are like a small child, and as we grow, we become kids, we attain youthful age, we become middle age, old age, like that. Every day there is a changes in our body. Whereas this form of the God, there is no change at all. He always looks like a teenage form itself, as though he is 16 years old. There is no beginning or end for his body. So unlike us, he will never have any changes. He always looks like an young boy. There is no difference between the body and self as there is a conditioned soul. The Virat Rupa is conceived for those who are just neophyte worshippers. Because these neophyte worshippers, they don't believe in the form of the God. They say the God has no form. They say the Nirakara. Again, they don't understand the word what is Nirakara. Nirakara means it is not that, it does not have a Akara. He has a Akara. When everyone is having Akara, we have all living beings have different forms. The dog has its own form, lion has its own form, elephant has its own form. We human beings, again in human beings, women are different from men. Again, in each individual, there is a difference between every person, because we have different forms and they are changing. Every day to day, it is changing. Whereas in God, His Nirakara means His body will never change. It remains as it is. And these neophytes do not understand. For their understanding, this Virat Swarupa has been shown for them to understand the form of God. For them, the material Virat Rupa is presented, and it will be explained in this second canto. In the Virat Rupa, the material manifestations of different planets have been conceived as its legs, hands, etc. Actually, all such descriptions are for the neophytes. The neophytes cannot conceive of anything beyond the matter. Because if you show them any form only, they say that, oh, this is right, they accept it. If they don't see any form, they will never accept it. For that reason, the different parts of the plants and planets and different living beings are shown at different parts of the Virat Rupa. For understanding of the neophytes, the material conception of the Lord is not counted in the list of his actual forms as a Paramatma or super soul. The Lord is within each and every material form. Atma, along with Atma, Paramatma is there in every living being, as well as also in non-living beings also, Paramatma is present. Even within the atoms, but the outward material form is but an imagination, both for the Lord and for the living being. The present forms of conditioned souls are also not factual. The conclusion is that the material conception of the body of the Lord as Virat is an imaginary. Both the Lord and the living beings are living spirits and having original spiritual bodies. Just like Paramatma, the supreme soul, we the souls, individual souls have also a different form. They are all spiritual souls. They are spiritual bodies. Everyone has to perform his karma. By performing the karma only, all our whatever wealth you are possessing, they will be glowing like the Himalaya mountains. For any reason, any human being who thinks that he is fortunate itself bringing the money and he does not undertake any karma, he will not perform any actions for the living purpose, then what happens? A pot which has a hole filled with water, the water will flow away. Similarly, whatever wealth, crores of wealth is possessing, that will slowly drain out. Because if he is not performing any karma, for that reason the karma is essential to keep the water wealth in a growing way. And only the difference is we need to do all the karma as a devotion to the Supreme Lord. We shall do the 31st verse. Please repeat with me 3 times. Yata nabasi. Please tell loudly. Yata nabasi. Megavo. Renuhu. Va. Parthivo. Anile. Evam. Drastari. Drastvam. Arupitam. Abudibhihi. Yata nabasi. Megavo. Renuhu. Va Parthivo Anile Evam Drastari Dristvapam Abudibhihi Yata Nabasi Megavo Renuhu Va Parthivo Anile Evam Drastari Dristvapam Arupitam Abudibhihi Yata nabasi megavo enuhu va parthivo anile evam dastari dusyatvam aropitam adbuddhihi yata as it is nabasi in the sky mega ogaha a mass of clouds renuhu dust drastari to the sea Drisvatvam, for the purpose of seeing, Aropitam is implied, Abudabhihi, by the less intelligent persons. Clouds and dust are carried away by the air. See how the clouds are formed? Because the sun is taking away the entire water. सूर्य ने ग्रहण करे पानी समंदर से Whatever water is there, he is squeezing and it carries away and it forms the clouds. Again, whatever dust you find on the earth, when the wind blows, they will be carried away. Like that, clouds and dust both are carried away by the air. But less intelligent people, जिसको बुद्धि कम रहती है, वो say that the sky is cloudy. वो माँ बोलते हैं कि आकाश में वो मेघ पूरा फैला हुआ है. It is cloudy. They don't think that the clouds and the dust together through the air it has formed in the sky, and the air is dirty. Similarly, they also implant material bodily conceptions on the spirit itself. उसी तरह अपने आत्मा को भी बोलते हैं कि it has some bodily conception, and they consider this body itself as an atma. It is further confirmed herein with our material eyes and senses we cannot see the Lord. अपने इस आंखों से we can't see the God. We can't see the God. The people who were living during Dwapara Yuga and Treta Yuga, though Rama was present personally, Lord Krishna was present personally, they could not identify them as God. They could not identify Rama as God and Krishna as God. Now, because that was the Vibhavavatara, now we are in Kali Yuga. Now that Vibhavavatara cannot be seen. It's a past time. It's a past time for us. In the present time, we can see only in the deity form. With these eyes, we can never see the God. We cannot even detect the spiritual spark which exists within the material body of the living being. See, forget about our own selves. In everybody, every human being, every living being, soul is there. The spirit soul is there. I can see you, but I can't see your spirit soul within you. I can see her, but I can't see spirit soul in her. Similarly, you people cannot see the spirit soul in my body. And we can't even see our own spirit soul. The spirit soul cannot be seen even under the microscope because it is so precise, so small. When you cut the tip of your head, cut the tip of the hair into 10,000 parts, divide it into 10,000 parts, that one small part is the size of the Atma. That it cannot be measured. Hope you can understand English. Telugu in India. Telugu Indilo cheppala? Telugu cheppala India? ठीक है. Because that Atma is so precise, nobody can see that one. Even under microscope or any other sensitive instrument, you can't see. And again, along with Atma, Paramatma is also there with every living being. Not only living, all living beings is there. So, and his size is the thumb size. Again, thumb size of that living being. If it is ant, it is the size of the ant's thumb, whatever it is. If it is some dog or cat, whatever, it's thumb size. In human beings, the thumb size of each individual. He is behind this thing. And staying there, he will be like a tree having two birds. One bird, it will be flying here and there, searching. It will not sit quite at one place. It will be searching its food, whether it will pluck some leaves or choke on the fruits and all those things. The other one will be sitting idle and watching this one. Similarly, God is there and is watching us. This soul, it is because of its activity, the spark of soul is making our entire body, the small spark of soul is making the entire body to feel. We become egoistic. We feel we are intelligent. There is no one else intelligent than us. We feel we are only superior persons. We have all intelligence. We can do everything. We can achieve everything. अपने में अहंकार भी जन्म लेते हैं और we think it is ये मेरा है, my by out of my hard work I earned it. This is mine only. You should not use it. Like that we develop jealousy also against others. So, but once this spark leaves this body, we are dead. This body is dead. Nobody cares for that one. वहाँ पड़े रहते. Somebody who if they are there at home, they might call the ice box, put it and keep it there for a day. But again after a day it turns blue. So they just either if he is the rightful person, takes it and cremates it or buries it. Otherwise, again, have to make some arrangement for its cremation. There are so many bodies lying in the hospitals, Gandhi Hospital or Usmania or so many other hospitals. There are so many bodies lying who does not have any caretaker. इसीलिए आप सभी मार्चरी में पड़ा रहता and they will be used by the learning doctors who are not doctors but the students who are over there. They cut open that one, they see everything, they learn from that one. Us tarah they are using that one. Like that our body becomes an instrument for others. Either they cremate it or dispose it, or it becomes like that when nobody collects the body. So, and this life cycle goes on like this one. Totally there are 84 lakh living beings. Every day I am telling this particular thing. 84 lakhs different living beings are right from ant to Chaturmukha Brahma. We have taken many lakhs and lakhs of births earlier. Both se janam liye hai, lakhon janam, and not as a human beings, as various insects, animals, birds, trees, etc. Even trees also living beings. We have taken those births also. We do not know. So, why means because in the earlier human life when we have done some bad deeds, for that is the sufferings, those things. If we had done good deeds, we would have gone to Uttamaloka. Again that Uttamaloka, whether it is Chandraloka, Indraloka, whatever it is, there you are going to enjoy till the time that Punya exists. As long as your bank balance exists, you can utilize that bank balance. Once bank balance is over, you can't use it. Similarly, when Punya is completed, again you will come back to this Prithvi Loka. We do not know in what form. It can be again because along with in balance sheet, credit and liabilities will be there. So in assets and liabilities, in assets side when Punya is there, liabilities side when Papa is also there. So assets you have utilized going to Uttamaloka. Now liabilities are suffering, that you need to suffer by taking some birth. So we do not know. God out of His kindness and sympathy, He thought because we are all His children, all living beings, not only living beings, all living beings are the children of God because He has created us. Since He has created us, we are all His children. Out of sympathy, He thinks, let me give a chance of a human birth, whether He will come back to my home. We think after all the day's work, when we go back home, we feel happy, it's my home. But this is not our home. This is only temporary, whether it may be your own. It's only leased place till you are, if you are married, up to marriage it's yours. After marriage you go to in-laws place, that is not yours, it's your parents. Similarly, it is not ours. So once we leave this body, again somebody else will occupy it. Maybe our progeny, our parents, or some other person will loot it and take it away. It is not ours. So our original home is only Goloka Vrindavana. We need to go back there. That is our original home. God will be waiting for us. God will be waiting for us when my children will come back. He will be more happy when we go there. When you are abroad, your parents will be anxious. My generation is outside. It's very long time. When he will come back? When he will come back? They will be waiting. You are enjoying there. You are happy whether in America or you are London. You are very happy over there. When you come over there, seeing the pollution and the roads, all these facilities here, you feel, why did I come to this place? Otherwise, you will feel very bad. But when you reach your home, your parents will be very happy seeing you. Similarly, when we are thinking that we are happy over in this earth while earning, we think, I am earning today, I got a lakh of rupees. Next day when you earn more, today I got 10 lakh, a crore of rupees, you will be very happy. Like that you will be feeling every day happy, but it's only temporary. One day you will be losing also. Not only that, by having the wealth it is not sufficient to be happy. Even your health should be fit. While you are having a lot of wealth, you are suffering with some disease. whether it is BP, small diabetes or something serious thing like cancer or paralysis or in coma, will suffer a lot. That wealth will not help us. So that is both suffering and happiness both are going to simultaneously going together. Whereas when we go back to the Goloka Vrindavana, they will not have any such sufferings. It's only happiness, happiness. It is eternal happiness which will never end. And we will never take this birth again. This from January to December, again January will repeat. Like that, even birth will repeat. If you may do punya or papa. So I am not saying that you should not do punya. Papa you should not do. Sin you should not do. But punya you have to do without desires. You have to do without desires. कुछ भी मन में कुछ भी इच्छा नहीं रहना चाहिए. Whether you get something, you be satisfied, be happy with it. No, not just satisfied, be happy with it. If you don't get it, also be satisfied, be happy. You say, oh, that is not mine, that's the reason I did not get it. If it had been mine, God would have given us. You should think like that. Then only you can be happy in your life. Always be happy in your life with whatever you are possessing. And continue to remember God. That is the main goal in our life. And you have to perform all actions. Just before you people came, I told that karma, a wealthy person who is performing his karma actions, when he is performing his action, that wealth will be glowing like Himalaya mountains. It will be shining like Himalaya mountains. Even that wealth is also growing. But there are few people who say, ये तो मेरा प्रारब्ध लिखा हुआ है तो मेरे भाग्य में रहे तो आएंगे, नहीं तो नहीं आएंगे. भाग्य में रहे तो आएंगे. Why should I do any karma? Still sit idle. If you sit idle, what happens? A pot with a hole. If water is filled, the water will flow out. Similarly, somebody not doing any karma, all the wealth whatever he is having, that will just drain out after some time. Because time is not with us. You can't control it. If you along the time, that will drain out. So, for that reason, karma is essential. You need to do so that whatever wealth you are having, it will grow as well as it will shine. But only difference is you do your action along with devotion to God. And whatever you have, that you use it properly. Use it properly means you use it for yourself for your living purpose, your family, your parents, everybody. At the same time, you also try to share something for the purpose of the benefit of the society, for the purpose of the country, for the world, everybody, every living being. It's whether it is human being or animal. For any kind, you please do that. Whenever you have your food, you should never have it for yourself. You should always give it to another person, then only you should have. Like another person means it's not be a human person, it can be anyone. Before you have your food, just take a fistful of food, put it all around your house or wherever you place, you find convenient place outside, so that some birds will come and eat, insects will eat. Doesn't mind, some flies will come and eat. It comes only till the food is there, otherwise it will go away. So like that you should help everybody. That is known as bali. And also when somebody guest comes, treat him properly. And also don't hurt or harm any person, whether it is family person, relative, friend or your society or anybody. Like that, when you perform the karma, that even you are doing it, you need to do a good thing, but you are without any desire helping others you are doing, God will take care of you, your needs. You need not ask Him. He knows what is to be provided for you for doing all these services. He will provide you everything. Like that. Similarly, those who want to see the Lord with their present material eyes or with material senses are advised to meditate on gigantic external feature called the Virat Rupa. See, Arjuna, during Vanavasa, he went to make tapas for getting the Divyasras from Indraloka, from Indradeva. When he went to the forest, without performing any penance, Indra manifested over there. But he has given instruction, O Arjuna, first you get Pashupatatra from Shiva. Then I will call you to Indraloka and I will give you all the Indiyas. So, for Arjuna to manifest Lord Shiva, he had to do lot of meditation. Lot of meditation for 6 months. 1 month just standing, having one time food. What food? Dried leaves. Water has fallen over there. He used to take those dried leaves only once. Like that 1 month. And in the second month, he had, every 1 week he had. Then third month, every 15 days. Fourth month, only water. Fifth month, only air. And sixth month, standing on the big toe. Big toes, standing on big toes, without any food, any this thing, just holding the air also, breathe also. He mated upon God, Lord Shiva manifested. Similarly, if you want, last week somebody else, some devotee asked me, earlier I have seen God in my do meditation, but subsequently I am unable to see. But how to see Him again? Then he has to do all those things. Then only Bhagavan ne prakat hota hai. Do we have that much patience today? Today we don't have hardly 10 minutes also we don't find to stay before the God to pray to Him. So Arjuna had made for 6 months taking such long trouble for 6 months and hard trouble, not only long, it also hard trouble. So without any food, without any water, air, like that. If we do that one, definitely God will manifest before us. You can try. For instance, when a particular gentleman goes in his car, which can be seen very easily, we identify the car with the man within the car. When the president goes with his particular car, we say there is the president. For the time being, if somebody president gets Rashtrapati bolte pehchan lete, because we see the car and how it is decorated, how it is moving, how somebody escorts, pilot will be there. So like that we identify. Similarly, for the time being, we identify the car with the president. Similarly, less intelligent people, men who want to see the God immediately, without necessary qualification, are shown first the gigantic material cosmos. The neophytes, atheists, they say that there is no God first. And even if the God is there, they say there is no form for Him. When you are having form, I am having form, everybody, animals are having form, everybody is having form. Why God will not having form? He is maintaining so many, not one creation. It is Akalakota Brahmanda. He is maintaining, he is created Akalakota Brahmanda and he is maintaining all the Brahmandas. In all the Brahmandas, there are living beings are there. Maybe in this Akalakota Brahmanda, this is the earth planet. In another Brahmanda, there will be another earth planet. Even on that one, whether human beings are there or some other living beings are there, we can't see them. So, God is maintaining everybody. When He is maintaining everybody, why He will not have form without form? So, for those atheists, for them to understand that God is there, God has form, we say this, the entire universe itself is a form. Like that, Virat Swarupa is made as a form for a neophyte devotee. For him to believe in the God, to see the God immediately with necessary qualities are shown first. As although Lord is within and without, because his Sarvavyapi is known as Vishnu. Vishnu means it is nothing, he is not a different from Krishna. Krishna and Vishnu are same. Because he is spread all over, he is known as Vishnu. The clouds in the sky and the blue of the sky are better appreciated in these connections. Although the bluish tint of the sky and the sky itself are different, we conceive the color of the sky as blue. But that is the general concept of the layman only. I mean, बोलते हैं कि आकाश बोलते हैं it is a blue sky, but it is never blue. It's entirely a space. Sky is not something a materialistic thing. It's the entire space. So in the entire space of 75%, 75% is Goloka Vrindavana where Lord Krishna and Radharani are there. And in the 25%, whatever I told you that Akhilakota Brahmanda, many crores of universes are existing. They are all within only this 25%. Our this universe, This Brahmanda is only not even fraction of that this thing. And ours is the junior most Brahmanda. Ours is the latest junior most Brahmanda. All other Brahmandas are senior Brahmandas. We can go to the other verse also today since we have time. I shall repeat this verse 3 times slowly. Please repeat along with me. Ataha param. Please repeat loudly. Ataha param. Yad abhyaktam. Avyuda. Guna. Brahmitam. Adrashta sruta. Vastuvat. Sajivo yat punaha bhavaha ataha param yat avyaktam adyuta guna dhammitam adrushta sruta vastu sit sajivo yat punarbhavaha ataha param yad avyaktam adyuta guna brahmitam adrushta sruta vastuvat sajivo yad punarbhavaha ataparam yad avyaktam avyuta guna brahmitam adrushta sruta vastuvat sajivo. This ataha, this param, beyond, yad, which, avyaktam, Guna, Brahmitam, affected by the qualities, Adrushta, unseen, Asruta, unheard, Vastuva, being like that, Saha, that, Jivaha, living being, Yet, that, which, Punaha, Bhavaha, takes birth repeatedly. Beyond this gross conception of forms is another. The subtle conception of form which is without formal shape and is unseen, unheard and unmanifest. The living being has his form. Beyond this subtly, otherwise we could not have repeated births. See, one thing what we as well as we are all thesis only, because I believe in God, I am sitting in the temple. You also believe in the God. That's the reason you have to come to temple to see the God. So not only we, even the neophytes, atheists, everybody should understand that everything is have a form. Even atom has its own form. Like that one, our spark of soul, it is having its own form. It's having its own form which we can't see through these eyes. That is a concept that we should think. So Atma, what it does is, when it leaves this body, when our body becomes unfit for the Atma, it leaves this body. That is known as death. Again, death is only for this body, not for the Atma. Atma is eternal like God. God is, does not have birth and no death. Even our soul, once created by the God, it has no death. It is eternal. So, the death is only for this body. So, when this Atma leaves this body, it takes along with it our mind, ego, intelligence, our fine sensory organs along with it in a form of a small capsule which we can't see through our naked eyes. So, like that, even when Atma is having its own form, why God is not having? We should have that conception. So, as the gross cosmic manifestation, Hare Krishna, you can have darshan and continue the class for some more time till we finish this verse today. Manifestation is considered residing body of the Lord. So also there is the conception of his subtle form which is simply realized without being seen, heard or manifested. See, in the earlier verse it was told as Virat Swarupa. In that Virat Swarupa, the entire cosmic universe was considered as his form. That was the Virat Swarupa. Now here it is very precise, like our Atma which has can't see the form. Similarly, Paramatma's Atma cannot be seen. Paramatma cannot be seen. This is also a very precise body. And the living being, his spiritual form beyond the gross material of subtle psychic existence. The gross body and psychic functions cease to act as soon as the living being leaves this visible body. See, everyone, just before I told you, once this Atma, the spark of Atma leaves this body, this is completely dead. All our relatives, friends, everybody is sitting around our body, but we don't have any attachment with them, we don't identify them, we will not have any contacts with them. Even they will not be able to contact us. It becomes like that. Whether it is psychic or this thing, we need to know that once this spark leaves from the body, we are dead. Even the gross body is not acting when the living being is sound sleep. During sound sleep, not just sleeping. When you sleep around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, that is not deep sleep. You will have a very deep sleep only between 1:30 and 2:30 or 3 o'clock. That is only deep sleep time. You should not be disturbed. If you have the deep sleep without any disturbance, that is sufficient. We need, whatever you slept between 9 and 1 o'clock or after 3:30, that is not. That's the reason we wake up early for Vibhavari Seva, Suprabhat Seva. So, during that sleep also, if somebody comes and touches us also, will not be in sense, will not feel it. Otherwise, if it's a serious disturbance, then only we will wake up. Maybe so many mosquitoes will be biting in that deep sleep, but will not be knowing, will be keeping quiet. But between 9 and 1, if some mosquito comes and bites, we will wake up. Between 1 and 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, nothing happens. You will be in such a deep sleep, you will not feel it all. So, the living being is passing away from the body does not mean there is no existence of the living soul. Therefore, otherwise, how can repeat his birth and death again? I just now earlier told you that we have taken lakhs and lakhs of births before this getting this human life. Similarly, once this body leaves, only body is dead. That soul is not dead. It has taken a different precise body. Again it will enter into the another body. It's a very big process. What happens? During the first days, it will be roaming around here only. Around the dead body, it will be roaming around. The dead body will be cremated, buried. But when our family members are performing the ritual, whether they are performing or not, it will be roaming around there. On the 10th day, when it is the priest leave the soul along by chanting some mantras, it will go away. At that time, you don't need a rocket or satellite. That in the form of capsule, whether you perform good deed or papa or punya planet, you will see the moon planet. After going there, it will there again different persons will be there whom we can't see. They will take note of our deeds. So based on the deeds, they give us a different body. If you have done good deeds, they give us uttama divine body. You go to divine lokas, different lokas based on your punya. If you have done papas, they will give you different body. You will come back, take annual form or go to hell and suffer like that. So if you are really liberated, they welcome you different bodies. With different bodies, they give you different planets, and finally they take you to the river called Viraja Nadi. Viraja Nadi, there with a divine body, they will give you Abhisheka, and again another form of the body will be given. With those bodies, with 4 hands, like Krishna, what is them 4 hands, will have all similar form. We go get liberated and join him. That is the moksha. But otherwise, we have only punya, only different bodies suitable for those planets will be given. So like that, but anyway, you will be visiting moon planet without any rocket or satellite. So everybody, every one of us will go. Not only we, all animal beings also will go once they are dead. So like that, we will be going. It is therefore, otherwise, how can repeat the births and deaths again? The conclusion is that the Lord is eternally existent in his eternal form. Whether it is here in this Kali Yuga, he is available as an Archa form, in Vigraha Rupa, deity form. Whereas in Goloka he is there. He is everywhere. He is prevailing everywhere. He is there, all Vaikunthas and all Brahmandas. As well as he is in the original abode, that is Goloka Vrindavana. His body is never to be compared to the gross body and subtle bodies of the living being. So, though Rama and Krishna were here, you cannot compare those bodies with our present bodies over here. All such conception of God's body are imaginary. The living being has been the eternal. Our spirit soul, the Atma is called a spirit soul. That is also all eternal. It is not going to die. It is going to die. Only thing is the change of body will be there. Like we change our when this body clothes are dirt or torn out, we change and take a new clothes. Similarly, when our body is unfit or diseased, this Atma will take another body. It's only change of body. So, the change of body does not make any difference for that soul living. And in this Kali Yuga, since we have very less time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of Krishna himself, he has given us the Hare Krishna mantra, instructing everyone to chant at least 64 rounds during his time, that is about 600 years ago. At that time, those people who were living then had time to chant 64 rounds. I don't think we have so much of time. How much time you take for 16 rounds? आप कितने समय लेते हैं? 1.5 hour. 1.5 hour. पूरा घर में करते हैं. You do at home or outside? At home continuously without break. And apart from that you do separately. You उससे अलग भी करते रहते हैं, तो रोक देंगे. You stop it there. दिन भर करते रहते हैं. उस टाइम. What about how many rounds you are doing, Mataji? अरे how many rounds you are doing? 2 rounds. Good. So like that, initially to be on the beat to chant, it takes 15 minutes. But once you practice that one, hardly it takes 7 to 10 minutes. 7 to 10 minutes. She is doing 16 rounds, it's very good. You are doing 2 rounds, that is also good. So if somebody does not find time, you please do at least 1 round. 5-10 मिनट तो भगवान के लिए समय देना चाहिए. You should have that much gratitude because he is so providing everything free. He is giving free air, free light, free food, everything is giving us. We are paying to the locals over here, not to the God. That is different thing. So when he is providing everything free, have some gratitude. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes time chanting his name. Because by practicing that one in the Antakala, we can remember him. So that we will be liberated from the life cycle of birth and death. We will be liberated from the birth cycle. So further, our goal should be that one. Along with that one, to remember him, you please help your elder parents at home about the Krishna's glories. You train your children. You discuss with your society people or your friends, relatives. Like that, you keep them with the discussions in the Krishna consciousness. That itself is Krishna consciousness. It's not that you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you are remembering him. Even without chanting also, you are remembering Krishna by discussing about Krishna. But chanting Hare Krishna mantra is good. Even by discussing all his glories. See, I am discussing Bhagavatam with you. Means I am remembering Krishna. Also, I am preaching about him to you people. So that similarly, it's not that you have to sit like on Vyasasana do. Wherever you are there, think wherever you are sitting, that itself is Vyasasana for you. And preach the glories of Krishna. Like that, you try to remember. If you can do 16 rounds, it's well and good. And again, as instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 64 rounds is also good. But since we have very less time, we have to attend to the colleges, school, our workplace. Everything is all regulated with timings. We can't avoid them. Because for our living purpose, we need to earn. Before that only I told you, unless we do our karma, we can't keep wealth growing. You can't expect, I am doing chanting, God will help me. You can't. While you remembering God, you do your karma, earn for yourself that whatever wealth you are having, it will be growing. Otherwise, that will just drain out like the water from the hole with water pot. So, do the karma remembering the God. Now we shall disperse for today, again 8:30 and 9:30. But before dispersing for today, we shall chant his name for 10 times and then disperse. Please everybody tell loudly with me. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री गदाधर श्रीमद गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वस्ति प्राज्ञाभ्यन्त्या न्यायेन मार्गेण गोवस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिया बुद्ध्यात्मते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् परस्मै नारायणं समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायण सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु मंगलम 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 जय श्री राधा रघुनाथ की जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय श्री पंचतत्वा की जय श्री मद्भागवत ग्रंथ की जय श्री हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की हरे कृष्ण।